Welcome back to Power CEOs, the truth behind the business. I'm Jen Gaudet, and I'm here with Amy Lippincott. And we've talked about everything from starting your own business, starting up a business, to buying into a business, buying a franchise, to becoming an investor, and how to bring our teams with us. And now I want to dive into the entrepreneurs who win the next decade are not going to just build businesses. They're going to be building portfolios, ecosystems. Amy, one thing that stands out is your ability to look around the corner. It's almost like you've got a little mirror and you're seeing what's coming. You're always asking what's next. I want to explore that and ask you, how are you evaluating future opportunities? We are in a world of rapid change, artificial intelligence, robotics, quantum's coming down. Like how are you paying attention to what to invest and what opportunities are coming in the future for you?
So again, it's all about watching what your mentors are doing and the people who have been way more successful. And so the things I see is that real estate professionals do want to have that one-stop shop. Like they're adding things like a hard money company. They're adding things like a lending company. They're adding a property management company. They're adding a title company. All the things that make them a one-stop shop. And that is definitely our goal. So whatever comes to me that fits into our real estate world, is it a pool company? Is it whatever it is that I think people might need for real estate? I want to add that. The other important thing I think is owning your own office. And so that's been key to us also as we bought our own office. We're renting a room out to our lender. We're renting a room out to a landscaping company and making that office work, our money work for us there also. And then another key thing I see with people is more family investing, providing a future for their kids, like building a company that their kids can work at, that their kids can own one day, that their kids can then grow. I would love the opportunity to own everything that all of my teammates' kids could. Hey, you get out of college, which company would you like to work for? Which one are you the most qualified for? Because we have it here available for you.
That's an awesome vision. So let me ask you, what trends are you paying attention to today that maybe are outside of the real estate vertical that you're bringing into real estate? And let me give you an example. Sometimes, for example, in marketing, a lot of real estate agents market in the same way, but maybe something that's happening in medical marketing is completely new and innovative in real estate. And when you use that technique, all of a sudden it sets you out apart from the rest. So what trends are you paying attention to today? And what opportunities are you seeing from other industries that are elevating your investment opportunities in your business?
Well, I definitely think it's AI. I mean, everything and all things AI are what I feel like are coming soon. And so being able to talk to people like you and find out what's coming in the market and what things are happening in your world that I could apply to our world are such a big deal. And so those kind of things are what I'm looking at.
And so how should the people who are watching the show, entrepreneurs in watching the show, even investors, what would you like for them to take away from our conversation today that could be the opportunity for them today or tomorrow?
I think be bold and trust yourself and find some, like we said multiple times, find some good mentors, but also be looking at things that fit your lifestyle. Like don't go buy, a veterinarian business if you don't care anything about animals, but find something that's also passionate for you. Like I can sell tea all day long because I love our tea and I love our shirts and I love all the things surrounded by that. And I love the environment and I love the community that built that. So find things too, if you're going to be involved in it. If you're going to be an outside investor, sure, just invest in where the numbers are. But if you're going to be involved in it, it needs to be something that you also feel passionate about.
Oh, I agree. And actually, it's funny because I did the invest in other things, and I have actually shifted my investment to what do I know and what am I passionate about moving forward, because I'm an active investor in some of the companies, which means I'm strategic for them. So who in my network, I look at opportunities, I go, okay, if I'm going to give you money and I'm going to write a check, how am I mitigating the risk? And if I have enough connections to make my money back, I hold that back. I don't offer it. But if worst case scenario happens, I could pull on my relationships and make this happen to protect my investment. Like I look at it from that perspective. So of course, I'm in the medical and the technical heavier than anything else because I come from medicine. I'm in AI. So like I'm looking at it from how do I protect my investment differently today? And I didn't even think about that 5-10 years ago.
Right.
So I think it's really interesting. And so the next question I have for you is, what opportunities do you see coming around the corner? And you kind of touched on AI, but are there any others that are really exciting to you in your vertical?
So for me, I think because the age of my children is how to teach them now how to do this. So for example, when my son went to college, we helped him buy a home there, and then we put renters in there that were his football friends, and then we taught him how to collect rent, how to be a property manager, how to have a bank account, how to do all of those things. And then we sold the house, bought used a 1031 exchange to then buy another one here. So all of those things we're teaching him to do too. So teaching the next generation how to be involved in this and to do it from a much younger age. I didn't start doing all this until I was 45 years old. Too late. I mean, we're making it work. It's never too late. But I wish I had started doing it 20 years ago. And so I'm hoping to spark some interest in some of the younger generation also.
Yeah, and actually I find that the younger generation tends to be a little bit more entrepreneurial. I mean, they're young. They're less risk averse. They're kind of getting their sea legs anyway. So I think that's really fantastic. And what an amazing opportunity for generational wealth that is knowledge, because one of the things I tell everyone that I work with, and I firmly believe this, there's two things that no one can take away from us. It's our knowledge and it's our integrity. And so even if everything collapsed and I have to start over from scratch tomorrow, I still have my knowledge and I still have my integrity.
Amen.
And so I think that's really fantastic that you're teaching the kids that and the younger generation. And so let me ask, moving forward, real estate has changed a lot.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, I used to invest in single family. I don't do that anymore. I moved into bigger deals. But really, it's hard to make money in some areas of real estate. So what role for someone who's not already investing in real estate does real estate play? And what do you see coming in the next, 2 years, 5 years in that industry from an investment standpoint?
So much more commercial development, and investing in, instead of single family homes as much, and multiplex, fourplexes, eightplexes, and then even commercial strips are super popular around here now. And then being able to lease that back out to somebody is even more important. Like, what is that field going to look like? What goal are you looking for when you're leasing that out, and who are you putting there? What's around you? What's the travel count? All of those things are key. But I really feel like we're moving towards, yes, I still think there are some residential neighborhoods that hold good value and that you can still buy some rental houses in, just like what we did for my son. But I do feel like we're moving towards bigger, better opportunities with multiple investors at once.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And let me ask you the next question. What are entrepreneurs in your circle, maybe, or people that you touch as clients or whatnot, what are they under investing in?
That's a really good question. Themselves, number one.
Okay, so what is the right level of investment in yourself?
I think you have to judge that by what you can do financially, and then who can you go out and borrow money from? Who can you add as a partner for you? But I think people are hesitant and scared, so they stay stuck right where they are instead of going out and getting that knowledge and going out and find that person that you can do that with, or that opportunity. And it takes a lot of research to find that person and find that opportunity. But I think that's really hard, is that people get stuck in themselves or just the day-to-day minutia of what you're doing, that you don't spend the extra time to go find those opportunities. That's one thing. And then the other thing I think that people get stuck in is just fear of the unknown.
I would agree with you. So, Amy, we unfortunately are getting towards the end of our episode, and I want people to be able to reach out to you. So before I run out of time, how can people reach out to you if they want to learn more, if they're interested in any of these real estate verticals, if maybe they are looking for somebody to help them through their real estate journey, or if they are looking at buying a business, how can they reach out to you? So
my phone number is 832-392-8818. My email is amylippincott@gmail. Very simple. We have a very nice website, thelippincott.com. We're all over all of the socials. You can find us on any of the different socials, and you can see a little bit about our personality. We try to do some serious things, some learning, and then also host and show our personality of that we like to have fun and that we like to grow our team.
And so now I'm going to ask you, what is the biggest lesson that entrepreneurship has taught you personally?
That as a woman, you can do it. You can do anything that you want to do, that you put your mind to, and that you are surrounded by people who, because in teaching, I was surrounded by lots of touchy-feely, feel-good things. When we got out here and asked someone to share some of their ideas and stuff, I was kind of shut down. And so I've learned that you don't have to do things by yourself. You can involve other people and trust other people, and just be careful who you trust.
Oh, fantastic. And now I'm going to put that to your biggest lesson in investing.
To go slow. to go slow and to be sure of what you're investing in as much as you possibly can, and then to do the work to research and make sure that you know what you're doing.
Yeah, and get the right people to help you along
Yes.
the way too. Absolutely. Thank you so much. So folks, this has been so amazing. Thank you for your expertise. We have some great takeaways. Ask yourself, what asset am I building? Not what income am I generating? Amy, this has been a fascinating conversation because underneath the real estate, the franchises, the investments, and the partnerships is a much bigger lesson. The entrepreneurs who create lasting wealth stop thinking transactionally. They stop asking, what can I earn, and start asking, what can I own? They move from producer to owner, from owner to investor, and eventually from investor to opportunity creator, which is what you just heard today on this show. That's where your wealth compounds. It's where freedom lives, and it's where the next chapter begins. Thank you so much for being here, Amy. I really appreciate your expertise.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Make sure you reach out to Amy and the Lippincott team for any of your needs. And for everyone watching, make sure you connect with me on LinkedIn. Give me feedback. Let me know what it is you want to hear and what questions you have. Join the Power CEOs Facebook group, because the truth behind the business is this: success creates income, ownership creates wealth. We have just talked about that today. And the reality is, if you're just listening and you're not taking action, you're not going to go anywhere. The magic is in the integration and the implementation. So pick one thing you heard today and take action right now, not tomorrow, not next week, but right now, so that momentum can carry you forward and leave you a little bit further ahead than you were before you started this show. Unfortunately, all good things come to an end, including this show. But the good news is we'll be here same time, same station next week. So until then, win today, win this week, and we'll see you next time.